So about a month ago or so, I met this guy in Cape Town when I was invited to do some hypnosis and coaching at an entrepreneurial's mastermind and networking event called Art of Mondays. And about halfway through the session, after we did the first hypnosis, Daniel, his name is, started to say he felt a little bit weird and he wasn't really sure what was happening. People always ask, can hypnosis go wrong? Well, this was one of those moments when I thought, oh shit, maybe this has gone wrong. But then what happened after the fact was really, really crazy. He completely started to change his life.
I really appreciate everything we've done so far, and it's actually hilarious because I've made more money in the past 2 weeks than in terms of cash flow wise than ever before, and I haven't even focused on it. I feel like every day I wake up, obviously listen to our session. I actually listened to it twice today. I listened to it when I go to bed. I never hear the end of it when I go to bed. Genuinely, I've never gone to sleep so fast in my life. I normally toss, turn everything. I just literally, I don't even know where I get to on it. I start breathing, then I just wake up in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's been fun. But it just feels like every day, no matter everything I do, little things, when I'm like, oh, I have to do this, I just instantly changes. I'm choosing to do this right now. I've made a choice and that's what's made me think about all this stuff, all these tasks that I need to do. I've chosen to put that burden on myself. I chose to put that session there or that session there, or I chose to go out the weekend or what, stuff like that. And that little change, the goal is simple, the better, obviously apart from this side of going deeper, finding out more, it's more travel and be free. It's if it's not moving me towards that, then is it really, and the fulfillment part is that first one.
And what's just really cool about what Daniel was able to do, obviously he's making money easier than ever before, but his whole mindset around business has completely shifted because he spent 5 years grinding to build this business and he's done really well. He's done incredibly well, particularly for his age, but it always felt like it was a bit of a push, he wasn't necessarily doing it for the right reasons. And the funny thing is as soon as he was able to switch his whole frame of thinking through the hypnosis sessions, not only was he able to now just enjoy the process so much more and just find more fulfillment in life, focus on the right things, but he's actually able to make more money than ever. And I know this sounds crazy and it sounds so counterintuitive, but a lot of the time when you're so focused on just making the money and getting the goal, you end up putting too much importance on it. And anything that you put too much importance on, you're essentially saying, okay, this is on a pedestal. So maybe it's charging a certain amount of money, which he immediately was able to up his prices as a result of. Maybe he felt a little bit guilty if he wasn't spending as much time in the business. Well, now he's able to just feel good, show up, realize that he freaking loves what he does. And as a result of that, that's the energy he's bringing into the business, right? Now he's making around $450,000 a month, which is the most money he's ever made in his entire business career, just within a few weeks of changing his mind.
It felt like I just left this really heavy weight behind me and I just moved into this new self, and that's why I had to go outside. It was the first time I've ever been overwhelmed with gratitude. I came back and saw the family yesterday and I explained to my mum and dad about it, and they know everything I've been I chat to them quite a lot openly anyway about it all. So I'd come back home and I just went to them, I just burst into tears because I was I feel like myself. It felt like it had all come at the right time. Everything kind of culminated in that session that we had.
And this is the thing that no one really talks about. To actually break through to the next level, it often requires being really honest with yourself, sometimes getting vulnerable. When he felt a little bit weird initially, it was because he was going through such a big shift. And the reality is there's so many people out there who, yeah, okay, you can make a bunch of money. And maybe you're there now, or maybe you're at the stage of your journey where you're still building up and maybe you have the belief that once you have a bunch of money, everything will be figured out. Now look, of course, having more money in life solves a lot of money problems, and you should absolutely do that. But don't fall into the trap that it solves everything, because at a certain point, what's really important is the stuff that Daniel's now talking about, going on this self journey, learning how to actually have gratitude for the moment, connecting more with his family, becoming a better version of himself. And the actual truth is that once you level up yourself, you become a better version, you become more confident, a better leader. That's what actually takes you to that next level. And so I'm just super proud of Daniel and the journey he's going on, and we're just getting started. The goal's $1 million a month in both businesses, which we're going to fly, blast by now.
This was a big shift actually on Saturday. Yeah, I did a public speaking. I did like a talk at someone's mastermind. Oh my God, man, it went absolutely insane. I felt so good. I was like, I need to do public speaking. I actually love it. And I sat there afterwards and it was like 15, 20 people came up. There was like 50 people in the room. 15, 20 people came up to me afterwards, were like, holy shit, that changed my life. They were like, the energy you bring to the room. That was where I like felt genuine fulfillment. And since then I've been like, oh shit, actually, can I just do more of that? Because I really enjoyed that. That's been on my mind basically, because since that I've had like, yeah, okay, it led to like 4 signups or whatever and all that stuff. But actually it kind of made me just think a bit deeper about what actually makes me like tick. And that was like super fulfilling.
And so what's really cool to see is how he's now this public speaker version of himself, right? He'd never done anything like that before, but through simply changing his mind, changing his identity, by growing internally, by rewiring himself, by being consistent with the hypnosis, he's now doing public speaking events. And like you said, oh yeah, like 4 sales came off the back of that, but it's not even a big deal. And that's really the main premise I want to share, is that so much of the time you spend all this effort, all of this importance, all of this hustle and grind, only to then just get burnt out, only to then just get disappointed. But when you can come from this place of abundance, when you truly don't feel like you need anything, that's when you get everything. The hungry don't get fed, right? I love that quote. And whilst, yeah, it's good to have hunger and to have drive, it's not coming from that place of need. And that's something Daniel has now become a master of. And as a result of that, he's actually making more money than ever before. There's quite literally nothing on earth that exists like this that gets these kind of results. Hypnosis has not only changed my life to make more money than ever before, live the life of my dreams, but also guys like Daniel and now all of the other really successful entrepreneurs that I get to work with. And I hope this just makes you feel pumped and excited and good about yourself. And if you want to check out more of this and get more, just feel free to go to my channel and watch some of the other videos.